Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
We have a president who's he's not only crazy, he's a dark, dark presence. And it's happened so quickly. 6 months, he's almost destroyed our country.
What would be your message to Netanyahu?
Oh, he has to go. He has to go. This is not someone who can change. He has to go. And all the enablers in the coalition that he has together, they all.
For everyone that's been asking, where are the Democrats? Well, here they are. For everyone that's been asking, where is the fight? Well, here it is. But let me tell you something. Don't leave them out on a ledge by themselves. They need to know that you, the American people, stand with them because they are standing for you. There's so many people that they will never meet, but they understand the importance of making sure that they have a voice when it comes to their government. They understand the importance of standing for what democracy is and making sure that it does not fall by the wayside. They understand that we have a Timu Hitler in the White House right now that thinks that he is going to become the dictator of the United States. Well, I got another thing to tell you, sir. The Democrats, no matter whether we're talking about these Texas House Democrats, or whether we're talking about the governor from Illinois, the governor from California, or whether we're talking about New York, or I can go through the states and it's not just the governors. It is the state houses. It is the state senators. It is those congressional delegations that are saying, do what you got to do and I will fight and I will win and I will earn my seat back to the people's house in D.C.
Lord have mercy. Boy, Jasmine Crockett. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the John Abana Show. Thank you for coming out. We apologize for, we meant to come out at 7, then it went to 8, and then we here 10:49. But God has his way for whatever reason. We got Sharon Young, Robert James, Cedric Walker, Wesley McGibboney, McGibboney, Miss Sampson, who's always with us, that worked with us, Rosso, Miss Andre Taylor, Andre Smith, Roscoe, Wesley Montgomery. We are so proud of, look at all you people. Roses, my. Robert James, we thank all of you for coming out this time of night. Cedric Walker, Candy Robertson, Laura Bass. We really thank y'all for coming out. This Sharon Young. And so this is a great thing. Our subject tonight, America's role in the global injustice. John Abana Show. This is when you look at it, it's just hard to believe. And Catherine, let's just keep showing stuff where people talking about it. You know, they upset. They upset. You know, they're upset. And people don't like what's going on. They don't like it. And that's just the way it is. And who would like a dictator if you must? So, Captain, what we have next? You know, when you come to the show, you get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, freedom, justice, and equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Tonight, the producers did everything she could. We had a short show for about 5 minutes, but we wanted to bring Facebook on because Facebook is at 14,000 and over 3 million views, I think, in 4 months. We love you all. We don't know why y'all love us, but we know why we love you. You support us, and you know we have solution. We don't just talk about no problem. We don't talk about no gossip. We ain't snitching. We come on to make you stronger, make you better. And I like what's happening tonight. The people coming on speaking about, and if y'all have any comment, put it on there and I will read it. They coming on saying Donald Trump let people go. That drug dealer, Robert James said he's trying to be a bully, and we all know what happens to bullies. Someone, thank you, Robert. Somebody else came on and say, baby, keep giving the word. Thank you, Andre. Here you go. Wesley Gilboni. He just let a drug dealer out of prison. This is what I want y'all to do. I don't know everything. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. I need y'all to talk and tell me what y'all know. Okay? Tell me what you know. Okay? If you want to tell me what you think, this is what I think. But tell me what you know. I like this. Miss Sampson said he's a dictatorship. It is his focus and his goal. Boy, y'all talking tonight. I like this here. Catherine, they talking.
That's great.
Yeah, they talking. Yeah. Y'all keep this up. Whatever comments y'all have to say, can't nobody stop you from coming on this show. Comment, talk, give a suggestion, what we can do, what we need to do to stop it, what we can get the people out, when we get millions of views like we're getting, what we can wake our people up, get them out of that office, get somebody else in there that's going to be fair. Because he's not. He's just not. They done gave his wife $40 million for a movie and then another $60 million, $100 million for a movie for what? To see her for what? What for what? To show up the clothes from what? St. John? Shoes? Or what? She's not helping the people. So what we showing her for? And y'all done gave her $100 million. This is crazy. Malay, she got $100 million. They're gonna do a movie on her. I think they released a movie, Captain tomorrow.
It'd be just like his when he hosted the National Kennedy Honors last week, and he had originally said that if he did, if the ratings weren't good and he bombed, that he would step down. But you know, they were the lowest ratings that the show has ever had in its history. But he's still in office, so that didn't matter much. Can he host it? I don't know what made him think he could do that. But I do have another clip, and it's the man himself talking about the action in Venezuela. So for those of you who may not have heard that the U.S. has kidnapped the president of Venezuela, here's more in Trump's own words.
You know, people are saying it goes down with one of the most incredible. It was so complex. 152 airplanes, many. Talk about boots on the ground. We had a lot of boots on the ground. But it was amazing. And think of it, nobody was killed. And on the other side, a lot of people were killed. Unfortunately, I say that, soldiers. Cubans, mostly Cubans, but many killed. And they knew we were coming, and they were protected, and our guys weren't. You know, our guys are jumping out of helicopters, and they're not protected, and they were. But it was so brilliant. The electricity for almost the entire country was, boom, turned on. That's when they knew there was a problem. There was no electricity. Caracas said, there's no electricity. It's not the only people with lights were the people that had candles. It was just off. So we sort of got them a little by surprise. But it was brilliant tactically. It was an incredible thing. But I watched where Schumer, he's such a bad guy. I mean, I've known the guy for a long time, and he's such a bad guy. You know, at some point they should say, you know, you did a great job. Thank you. Congratulations. Wouldn't it be good? I would say that if they did a good job, their philosophies are so different, but if they did a good job, I'd be happy for the country. They've been after this guy for years and years and years. And, he's a violent guy. He gets up there and he tries to imitate my dance a little bit. But he's a violent guy. And he's killed millions of people. He's tortured. They have a torture chamber in the middle of Caracas that they're closing up. But he's tortured people. And now what they do, the radical left, they actually have people, and it's hard to get them. They're all paid people. Most of these people are paid. You know they're paid when they have brand new, beautiful printed signs by like the highest quality printer, and you have a woman, free Maduro, and the sign is before we even did the attack. Free Maduro. Why do you want him freed? I don't know, but he should be free. Oh, she reads the sign. What does that say? It says free. Well, that's what I believe. And you see the sign. It's like, Lisa, we should all have quality signage like that. The one thing I want their sign maker. The guy is great. He does beautiful signage. The old days was better when they used to write out their own sign, wasn't it? They'd make a sign in the basement. They'd have an old broken board holding up a sign, and it's made with a magic marker, sloppy as hell, and it meant something. But today, when you have that yellow and black, they should use different colors a little bit. But the yellow is a beautiful shade of yellow.
Lord
Well-
have mercy. Go on, speak, Catherine. I can't. Lord have mercy.
Well, Lord have mercy is right. I don't know, because we know what it's like not to have electricity for a few for days, and sometimes if you're in Houston, if we have a storm, knock it out. But just to have the military cut off all your lights, and you have all these planes and drones just flying around, and these are civilians. I can't even imagine the fear that they experienced. And for him to make light that while there were no American casualties, but many of them died, like their lives meant absolutely nothing.
Nothing to him.
Nothing to him. Nothing to him. And I yeah, don't they mass produce the MAGA signs? Don't they have somebody making all the MAGA signs when they got the black people behind him in the audience talking about black people support Trump? Didn't somebody make that sign? They don't know why they there half the time either. Look at, what was that football player they brought up on stage? Lawrence Taylor. He didn't even know why he was there. He was just saying, yeah, I do what I need to do. So I don't know. That was rambling. And it's on par with him. But the main play in all of this for Nicholas Maduro is we didn't have, no matter what he was, we know what we have. And we know that he should be in jail right now, less known be president of the United States of America. So for all the crimes that he's saying that Maduro has committed, what about him? He's a convicted felon that hasn't gone to jail. What about him?
I want to see him justify that. Jay Figure, Figure, he said, we all need to come together like the Honorable Minister Farrakhan did for the Million Man March and make our voices heard. We must come together. I added that part. So I won't, hey, Jay, I'm so glad you came on tonight. I'm liking what I'm seeing tonight, Catherine. They coming on talking. They ain't just on here. They coming on talk. So y'all keep coming on talking. Keep telling them what to do. We're going to read what you say, and it's going to go all over the country. It's going to go all over the country. I'm going to call your name and let them know you said it, not me. So we appreciate you. And if you want to come on here, Robert, there go your request right there. You can come on right now. And I'll turn you toward the people, and you can talk to the people. It's all right with us because we can see, but beyond the shadow of a doubt, this man did this with no Congress, nobody. He just did what he wanted to do. He
What
just
do you?
marched them people over there, kidnapped that man on some he say, she say, and brought him over here. Not talking about taking him to trial. Come on, man.
So a question for you: if we follow the money trail, where do you think it would lead?
To the oil. To the oil. He took him for the oil. He wanted the oil because he promised his constituents what he would do, and they would give him part of it. It's the oil. You can't go over there and take them people off. That ain't gonna work. It's gonna blow up, man. What you reap is what you sow. It ain't gonna work. People see, the whole world see this here. That man trying to distract from Osteen File. He'll start a war. He'll blow up something, shoot people out the water. People left in the water. He wouldn't kill them. So come on, man. The man, he's getting away with murder. He's getting away with it, but it's gonna come back on him. He think, what's this? Greg, okay. Miss B 1130, okay. All right. You're also right. Thank you. Greg, let me just put you up. She say, Greg Abbott also and all the other top crooks in office in Texas. Miss B 1130. Miss B, thank you. I'm glad y'all coming on talking tonight. Catherine, they ain't never talked this much in 5 months.
And that this is important. I'm glad y'all keep speaking up, letting us know what's on your mind about this subject, because it is critical on several layers. So I did a little bit of digging in the files, and what I found, do you remember the story we did on Elon Musk having that data center, that AI data center in Memphis, and he had all
my God.
generators? Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what this is about. AI is going to require so much power, and Venezuela has the largest oil reserve on earth right now. So second only to the Middle East. I don't know how they figure this, because I thought Africa should have been listed on there, but they may not want to disclose that. But anywho, according to what I saw, they have the largest oil reserve. So AI data centers are popping up all over the world, and they require massive, 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 massive amounts of energy. So in order for the US to be a top contender, what do we need?
Yeah, but it ain't gonna work. And I appreciate you saying that.
Work, but I'm just saying that's why I think the people have been slow, as always, Democrats and Republicans, to speak out, because the money play behind it is so large.
I don't care how good you are, how right you are. You can't go on national TV, and take them people all, take their president, then talking about run their country. You went bankrupt 7 times, brother. You couldn't keep the casino open. What make us believe you can't run America? You got America jacked up. We lost the oil thing with Canada when China put up $890 billion. India. Nobody want to deal with you. North Korea, nobody. Everybody, Mr. Trump, is running from you. And I know you know this. So you keep on trying to start wars and shoot bombs. They had a program like this on TV, a movie, a couple of years ago, several years ago. You're doing the same thing. You do anything to try to divert the attention on you. With Jeffrey Epstein, you went over there 8 times with him on his plane. Imagine that. So again, you're going to do whatever you can to try to stop it. Whatever you can, you're going to do it. You're not going to stop. You're going to try to distract, because you lied and say you're going to release them files. You're docking them now, trying to get your name out of there. You know you're not going to release no files, man. Stop. Would you own it? Come on, man. What else we got?
Oh, no. So you're not gonna go. You're gonna go with the Epstein angle. You don't believe my AI angle.
What do you mean by that?
Like you think that the Epstein files is the primary reason he did it, and not to capture the oil because it's needed, and that's why the world has been so quiet about what he's done. Not saying he's right by any means, but we saw the same thing in Iran with what was my dude's name? I can't think of his name, but we saw the same thing in Iran, and then we saw the same thing in Libya with Gaddafi. All different administrations, but they all invaded based on they wanted the oil.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to keep talking. Let me see what they said over here. Keep talking. All right. Topper Young. Okay. You need to come on here and speak and say whatever you want to say. Okay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you got something to put up, Kat?
Yeah, of course.
Come on with it.
So we always say that when we go through times like this, and we all know, we all pray, need to pray a little harder, need to pray about 7 times a day. Like our Islamic brothers, we need to set our timers and pray more. Y'all hear me out there, my followers of Christ. So just want to play this video by Dr. Umar.
We live in a cloud of sin. And that cloud of sin that we live in is blocking any blessings from the Almighty. Your prayers can't even get out. The frequency ain't strong enough. The angels can't even take them up there because you engulfed in your own hypocrisy. And until Black America break through that cloud, ain't none of your players going up to God. God ain't thinking about Black folks. Every problem we got was imposed by us. God didn't create we praying to God for better schools while we spend $30 billion on weaves, perms, and beauty products. You think God gonna answer you? We praying for an end of crime in the Black community, but we ain't creating no institutions and creating no jobs. Here's the science of prayer. You don't pray for your problems to go away. You pray that God gives you the wisdom, the resources, and the energy to solve your own damn problems. We asking God to do for us what we should be doing for ourselves. The only thing we need from our Father is the energy and the wisdom. The rest is ours.
Well, Minister,
What you want me to say? He set that out there beautifully. He spoke. Mr. Umar, let me salute you, brother. You spoke. You know, he spoke the truth. We have to come out of sin. We got to come out from dark self. We got to come together, us that really believe in God. There's so much we can do to help millions of people, and starting out with vocational school, and then bring God in with that and show them how to invest their money. Well, we can own our own private banks, our own credit union, our own finance company, build our own community, grow our own food, and change our diet. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm begging y'all. Come on, y'all. CVS and Walgreens making trillions of dollars. Change your diet. That meat is no good. The beef no good. The pork no good. The pork grafted from a cat, rat, and a dog. So again, I'm just asking you, change your diet. The Black man leading in heart disease today. All that grease. Chimichurri got 50 man-made ingredients. Why you think they came on and sued me? They got a whole commercial flying right now on me saying that the man got the Chick-fil-A bag. So change your diet. Stop living to eat and eat to live. Stop taking a dead animal and put in a live body. You taking death, put in a life. So everything has a cause, has an effect. You caused it. It's going to affect you. I know my producer ain't going to want me to say this, but I'm saying it. She lost 105 pounds in 11 to 12 months. Look at her now. No fat nowhere. 105 pounds, and diabetes went away because she changed her diet, and she's a vegan. No dairy, no sugar. We have to change. Our teeth is not even made. This is commercial. I just gave you a commercial. Whatever you want to do with this, do it. I told you the truth. Daniel told you He would not eat the king's meat. Not 21 days. Y'all made that up. He said, not never. So Santa Claus gone. He never showed up. So stop lying to your children and get that damnable tree out the church. Thank you. Catherine?
Okay. I think this is a good spot for us to take a break so you can chat it up with our Facebook team over there. And again, thank y'all for joining. I'm just going to play a short video and then we'll be right back, folks. And remember, if you're joining us on YouTube, we love you and we appreciate you as well. It's like, but what I need y'all to do over there for me is to please subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when we go live. And if you're watching this on replay, man, like us, hit the like button or the thumbs up, thumbs down, and put your comment in. We always appreciate that because we want you to be a part of the conversation as well. And even though you're not watching in real time, we'll still make sure we respond. So with that, I'm going to play this commercial and we'll be right back.
You helping me, Captain, all the rest of us, save lives.
Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
So y'all celebrate us and help us open up vocational schools and save our kids and our kind. You don't want to do that. You want to sit in the back like a house nigga, a fool, and do what you do. Because I have 5,000 heaven-making angels around me. And anybody come against me, God is going to destroy them. I can name all the people that come at me. God have destroyed them, have created problems in their family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you is that the black woman is the mother of earth. She has melanin in her skin, right here, melanin. The sun is her friend, not her enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open a business, do what my partner did. He gave his money to the restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like $500,000 with it. And now he out of Galveston. So now he get rich. If his wife got a big home, they come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with a D or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. Get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you be dead.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. So this is Johnny Biden talking to you.
Listen to me. Yeah.
Fresh tensions in Venezuela as overnight gunfire rang out in Caracas. Two White House officials tell NBC News the administration is closely tracking the situation and the U.S. was not involved. While in the U.S., Venezuela's deposed authoritarian leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores pleading not guilty to federal drug and weapons charges. Maduro saying in a New York courtroom that he's still the constitutional president of Venezuela, calling himself a prisoner of war. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi defending the Trump administration's move to capture and remove Maduro, accusing him of bringing tons of drugs into the U.S.
This was well within the president's Article 2 powers. It was a law enforcement function to arrest indicted individuals in Venezuela.
President Trump has repeatedly said the U.S. is now in charge in Venezuela, even as interim president and Maduro loyalist Delcy Rodriguez was formally sworn in. While in an exclusive interview with NBC's Kristen Welker, President Trump asserted the U.S. is at war with people that sell drugs, not with Venezuela, as Democrats slam the administration for acting without congressional approval.
It was military action, not a law enforcement action.
Republican leadership defending the use of force after a classified briefing for the Gang of Eight top congressional leaders.
The administration is acting consistent with the law, and that's what we discussed in the room tonight.
President Trump telling NBC News the U.S. may reimburse oil companies that help rebuild Venezuelan infrastructure, aiming for expanded oil operations within 18 months.
So there you have it, folks. We know this is all about the Benjamins. It's all about all about the Benjamins, baby. So yeah, I like history. I'm a history buff. I don't know if y'all can tell that or not, but there's a movie, I think I saw it on Netflix. It's called Charlie Wilson's War. And what this was talking about was the war in Afghanistan. And the war in Afghanistan was really over poppy fields. And for those of you who might not know, the drug heroin is made from poppy seed plants. And this is back confirmed. I know minister's gonna say something because what was it, the American Gangster, the movie? You saw that they were importing that from Afghanistan in those soldiers' corpses, as you will. So yeah, that was what that war was really about. But then we have the nerve to go and overthrow somebody else's government because of their participation. What happened with Iran-Contra when they flooded the streets with crack cocaine? What Americans got picked up and put in jail? Yeah, there we go. So like we said, a big contradiction, huge contradiction. Yeah. So if y'all drop your comments in, I would like to know your thoughts because, again, like the minister said, a lot of you are very passionate about this. And I appreciate it because this is some serious stuff, folks. You know, like I said, we can just go knock on anybody's door. So what this was a hostile takeover. I don't know. Be interesting to see how all of this plays out. So I got another video I want to play for you guys right quick and then be right back with the minister.
Family, I need you to listen closely to our vice president.
You don't have to apologize for being white anymore. You don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
That was J.D. Vance at a recent Turning Point event, the organization that Charlie Kirk founded. And when I heard Vance's words, I had to ask myself, are we in the 21st century or the 19th century? Because Vance stood there with his whole chest and told white America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore. Now that is a dubious and loaded statement. And it makes me ask, when has white America really apologized? White America isn't even apologetic for the injustices it committed. You see, Vance is trying to portray white people as victims, even while they remain firmly in control of this country. Let me tell you what we heard Vance do. He flexed. On behalf of the Trump administration and MAGA, Vance flexed their power. They're telling white America and the rest of America that whites don't have to account for any of it. He's saying that they don't have to apologize for any evil done in the name of whiteness. They're telling white America to forget the legacy of colonialism and white supremacy, slavery, genocide. They want to erase manifest destiny and the doctrine of discovery. They want to ignore, like it never happened, Jim Crow, lynchings, systemic racism, redlining, sharecropping, convict leasing, segregation. They want to ignore the concentrated black poverty that arose out of all of that. We still see today the consequences of all that evil. And he says white America doesn't have to apologize. You know what was really heartbreaking about this as well? Many black people attended that event, including celebrities like Nicki Minaj. You also had black voices during 2024 actively encouraging other black folks to support and vote for this regime. They all co-signed this message that says, basically, our history, our struggle, they don't really matter. And speaking of reparations, I thought these black voices were all about reparations. Clearly, they are not about reparations. And last of all, the vice president's words absolving and excusing the racial injustices that we've suffered in this country could motivate more racial injustices, including violence. And so that's why I say to us, stay woke.
He did a wonderful job. I ain't got nothing to say. He did that. All right, my peoples. Troy Robert just came on. Thelma Matthew. When you come on, y'all, you got to talk now. Don't come on in, don't say nothing, because people are trying to be bullying. Okay. All right. Light bulb need to come on in our head. Okay. You're 100% correct. Thank you. You let a drug dealer go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Play one of our commercials, Catherine. I'll play some of the movies. Let them see some of the movies.
Yeah, but I got a question for you before we go, because I try to stay close to the topic as I possibly can. But what America does, and I know most white folks will say, and they are correct, they weren't born then, wasn't my responsibility. Why should I owe you an apology for anything? So what are your thoughts on people that think like Vance?
They have not been born again, and they don't have a personal relationship with God, because God said our people destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and God said the truth will set you free. I don't want apology. I want over $19 trillion, and let us go with Medicaid, Medicare, Head Start, SNAP, all of that. Give us our 19 trillion plus. Let our children go to school for 50 years, whatever school they want to go to. Give us 5 states and let us out. And they don't want to do that, but God gonna make them do it. Remember I told you that. They're not gonna do it, but they're gonna be made to do it. Them plagues coming back again. So again, most of them not guilty, but they're responsible. Like they did OJ, because Rockefellers and all of them, they got all the money from slavery. They worked us for 400 years. If you work somebody for 10 years and don't pay them, you rich. 400. We don't have nothing. They repaired everybody but us. Everybody. So it's a disrespect to even talk about it. Who is this? What is going on with this new flu strain going around? I don't know, Robert. It's 178% here in Texas. In Texas, we ain't seen it nowhere else but in Texas. I studied it, but I don't have the facts to it yet. But a team of people I know and experts are looking, and once we get something solid, I'll say it. But Robert, that was a good one. What is going on with this new flu? He's right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we seeing some of the most weirdest. This man gonna be the worst president ever in the history of time. I mean, he is gone. He's gone. You're gonna snatch somebody out their country, bring them over here, and try them. Suppose they snatch you. All the hell you done. You got 34 felonies. You need what you saying. Then what you did January 6th, you ain't been indicted for that. So please, man, go on with that. You ain't gonna get the people off. You ain't gonna run no country. And you better hope China don't step up and stop it. It's crazy. Just come on, Captain.
Okay, well, we're going to take a little Johnny Binder history break here.
Thank you.
So we'll play one of your old clips where you're talking about how you were able to triumph in the justice system. And then we're going to play the trailer, one of the videos for one of your movies, for the movie. Music, I can't get it out. Soundtrack for the movie. So here we go, y'all.
The people cheated me, cursed me, lied on me, took the witness stand, set me up, tried to hurt me, tried to kill me 5 times. 7 police officers jumped me. I still don't know why today. I don't even know them. Undercover. And God, I fought them. And some of us went to the hospital. So God, I always want to thank you. Went to trial and beat the case. The judge said, did y'all say y'all was the police? I said, no, Judge, they just jumped me. Boom. Case.
In the street, car swinging behind him in perfect rhythm. He came from the south where the concrete crack, where the hustle learn fast and they never look back. Johnny hit the scene, young mind sharp, no slack. Flipped a little stack to a kingdom, whole city stand back. Yeah, Johnny walks through the block, the lens is low, making him look larger than life. Slab lined up, everybody not in the sync. Gold chain heavy like the way everything. Fast car, fast night, life gone in a blink. But he stood 10 toes, while the whole world sing. Then the feds took aim, storm came, no warning. Blue lights in his face like a cold Texas morning. Judge slammed the gavel, future look forward. But even locked down, he stayed real, never mourning. Beat it in the mud, where the bass so loud, make the concrete buzz. Johnny came up from the mud, now the city show love. We don't break, we don't bend, that's Houston blood. What's the loop? Love, swing left, swing right. Go up, yeah. Turn the lights on high when the real ones strut. It's that H-Town pride, yeah, the legend stood up. Whoa, whoa. 10 years passed, but the fire stayed burning. Came home wise, a whole lot keep turning. Finding the Jeremiah, that's the tables were reversing. Hood looking proud, cause the OG merged, yeah. Body shaking hands with kids, neighborhood cheering. Drone circles around them, like he the center of gravity. Talk to the youth, now don't fall in them traps. Life hit hard, but you hit right back. Ain't soft, ain't preach, still built for the map. Still walk like a down when he step with the strap. But the city respect him cause he real, no act. He the proof you can rise even when life's tracks. Every street walk down, feel like he a track. Whole H-Town, see a legend when he looking back, yeah.
And we're back.
Boy. Houston love. Lord have mercy. Thank God for my producer in Ohio. Thank God for Asia. And Catherine, before we leave, I want them to see the one you did too. Okay? I would like that. All needs power. Power still depends on all. All data center requires constant interrupted electricity, global scale, renewables, cannot guarantee stability. I just wonder how many people they killed. I've been trying to get the news tonight to see how many people they killed because they not bringing it out. And I've been wanting to see how many people did they kill. Because we do know they killed some people. Okay.
Let's see if I can find out anything.
Democrats go nuclear. Jeffrey Jones warns Trump. Let me see. Okay. All right. I think we got it right here. I think I got y'all something here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give you a few seconds of it. I'm trying to see.
Shut up, check, right?
Absolutely.
My wife almost divorced me on our honeymoon because I had been lying to her about how much money I made. The truth was, I was more than $100,000 in debt. I'll never forget that fight for 2 reasons.
Martha, and
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute.
I'm sure the leader will have some statement. But now
They upset.
Open this here. Thank the distinguished chairman for his leadership and for convening us this morning on this very solemn occasion. Before we begin, in light of the passing of Congressman Doug LaMarfa, great member of Congress from the great state of California, we'd just like to ask for a moment of silence.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is deep. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all see it. Let's see. Okay.
Thank you.
You got it right now.
Thank you all for your presence here today on this solemn anniversary. 5 years ago today, a violent mob incited by Donald Trump attacked the Capitol as part of a concerted effort to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election.
Listen.
And halt the peaceful transfer of power for the first time in American history. This bloodthirsty, treacherous mob brutally assaulted police officers and seriously injured more than 140 brave men and women of law enforcement. Many have suffered lasting physical and psychological damage. Several tragically lost their lives.
Listen.
Because of the extraordinary bravery of the U.S. Capitol Police, other law enforcement officials, and the resolve of the Congress to return that night. This unprecedented attack on our country and on our democracy failed. Over the last 5 years, instead of holding those responsible for the attack accountable, Donald Trump and far-right extremists in Congress have repeatedly attempted to rewrite history and whitewash the horrific events of January 6th. We will not let that happen. On the first day in office of his second term, instead of fulfilling his promise to lower the cost of living on day one, Donald Trump pardoned hundreds of violent felons.
Listen.
Who brutally beat police officers while storming the United States Capitol. The criminals and thugs that Donald Trump pardoned have flooded communities across the country, unleashing violence and mayhem. The crimes committed by those rioters before and after the insurrection include child sexual assault, production of child pornography, possession of child pornography, rape, conspiracy to murder FBI agents, kidnapping, sexual assault, aggravated robbery, reckless homicide, driving under the influence causing death, illegal possession of firearms, domestic violence by strangulation, burglary, vandalism, grand theft, stalking, violation of protection orders, threatening public officials, and drug trafficking. It's been a Trump-inspired crime spree. All Republicans in Congress condemn this dangerous behavior. Listen. An ongoing threat to public safety. They refuse to serve as a check and balance on an increasingly out of control executive branch, purporting to be nothing more than a reckless rubber stamp for Donald Trump's extreme agenda. The January 6th violent attack on the Capitol that took place 5 years ago today was shameful then. It is shameful now. It will be shameful always and forever. We must continue to learn from what happened on January 6th and make sure that it never happens again. We must protect our free and fair elections. We must protect the peaceful transfer of power. We must protect the preeminence of the rule of law. And we must protect the eternal commitment to a democratic America, which remains the last best hope on earth. It's now my honor to yield to the distinguished gentleman from the great state of Mississippi, the once and future chair of the Homeland Security Committee and the chairman emeritus of the January 6th Select Committee, Congressman Benny Thompson.
Thank you so much, Leader Jeffries. And before I start with my opening comments, let me note, as we've already indicated, the passing of our colleague, Congressman Doug Lamont. Our thoughts are with his family and staff at this sad time. Good morning, and welcome to all who joined us. I want to extend an especially warm welcome and thanks to the brave members of law enforcement who are joining us today. They protected us, they protected the Capitol, and they protected the democratic process. We can be here today because they were here then. Thank you. I'm also honored to rejoin my colleagues on the January 6th Select Committee, both on this panel and among our witnesses. 5 years ago today, an armed mob of thousands incited by President Donald Trump attacked, breached, and laid siege to the United States Capitol. They did so as Congress was carrying out one of its most fundamental constitutional duties, counting electoral votes, certifying a presidential election, and facilitating the peaceful transfer of power. What unfolded that day was both brutal and calculated. Officers were stabbed with metal fence stakes and bludgeoned with flagpoles. They were crushed in doorways until their ribs were broken. Eyes were gouged. At least one officer was dragged into the mob, beaten, tased, and left for dead. Others suffered lasting damage from concussions and traumatic brain injuries. In the days and weeks that followed, 5 police officers died due to the physical or psychological trauma they endured protecting Congress and the Constitution. The years may have muffled the screams we heard, and the harmful images of that day may have faded. So as we mark this grim anniversary, it's important that we remember exactly what happened. January 6th was not a regular tourist visit. It was not a day of love. It was a bloody riot that pushed our democracy to the breaking point. To bring us back to that day, we're going to play a short video reminding us that for a little over 3 hours, 5 years ago, this sacred temple of our democracy where we are sitting today was transformed into a war zone. I warn those watching that this video contained violence and strong language.
The quickest way to go from AI beginner to AI fluent in 2026. Watch this.
So this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. One habit changed everything. I replaced social media with micro-learning. Now, instead of wasting time on social media, I spend 15 minutes a day actually learning how to use AI for writing, planning, brainstorming, the real work. That's it, just one skill a day. This is the 28-day AI challenge built for beginners over 40. Starts tomorrow, tap the screen to join us, and try the one habit that really makes you unstoppable.
So we need to talk. Now, I've been dealing with thinning edges all my life. Since everyone in my family had them, I just figured it was genetic. I never even thought I could.
Some people want to rewrite the history of January 6th, to ignore what we saw with our own eyes. Some people want us to forget the lessons of that day, to pretend that we have overcome the threats facing our democracy and the rule of law. We will not allow that to happen. We gather to continue to uphold our oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, to defend against the lawlessness of that day and the lawlessness we continue to see today. We gather because, in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., human progress is neither automatic or inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. The tireless exertion and passionate concern of dedicated individuals. 5 years ago, police told us to remove the lapel pins that identify us as members of Congress, so we would be less likely to be attacked by the mob that was desecrating our Capitol. I did not take my pin off then, and I'm still wearing it today, because the work we do mattered then and continues to matter today. The rule of law and our oaths continue to matter, especially as we see Donald Trump pardon those who were charged or convicted in the January 6th attack, engage the military abroad while passing Congress, tear down the White House, shut whole government agencies, order mass goons to round up and deport U.S. citizens, and unlawfully put his name on a memorial to a better man. The bipartisan January 6th Select Committee, which I was privileged to lead, was charged with uncovering the facts, circumstances, and causes of what happened on that awful day and to ensure it never happens again. It was one part of ensuring our constitutional republic could withstand President Trump's repeated attacks, and it offers lessons for today. One such lesson was seeing how important it was for officials, most of them Republicans, to put their country over their party. They remembered their oath was to the Constitution and not to one man. And we need to remember that lesson today, because 5 years on, the danger has not dissipated. President Trump still refuses to acknowledge that he lost the 2020 election. Many who promoted or litigated his big lie have been rewarded with powerful positions. Dozens of nonpartisan career prosecutors and FBI agents who worked on January 6 cases have been summarily fired. State election officials who stood up to the Trump pressure campaign have been faced with threats and retaliation. The Department of Justice has become an instrument for retribution. The message is clear. Uphold the rule of law and you will be punished. Only loyalty to one man will be rewarded. Violence in service of Trump is above the law. Remembering January 6th is not an exercise in partisanship. It's an obligation to those who have sacrificed for this country and all those who will in the future. Democracy depends on the courage of those who will defend it and on our willingness to hold accountable those who wish to destroy it. Today's forum is another step to the goal of justice, another way of honoring our oath, another way of showing that our constitutional republic is bigger and stronger than its enemies, or one man. This morning, we'll hear from some of those courageous defenders of American democracy. I look forward to their testimony and to the hard work of preserving the truth, upholding the rule of law, and giving us a roadmap to ensure what happened 5 years ago never happens again. Now I'm happy to recognize my former Select Committee colleague and the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, the gentleman from Maryland, Jamie Raskin.
Well, thank you kindly, Chairman Thompson. Welcome to all of our witnesses. Welcome to all of the members who joined us. William Faulkner once said, "The past isn't dead, it isn't even past." But Speaker Johnson would love to kill the past, indeed the very recent past. Republicans today are observing the solemn anniversary by doing exactly nothing. They've even refused to hang up the plaque, which a bipartisan congressional majority voted to put up to honor the officers who defended the Capitol and the peaceful transfer of power.
I don't have to tell y'all no more. See it for yourself. I showed it because I didn't want y'all to think that me and Catherine was making up something. It's sad. The man has lost his everlasting mind. In the night, I just want to prove to y'all who he is. Let me see what we got here. We got Jennifer Everson, Tammy Mickelson, Anita Nelson, William Hughes, Anthony Tony, Edith Jordan, Tracy Jones. I thank y'all for coming out. We love y'all. I had to play that. I wanted y'all to see for yourself what you can see with beyond the shadow of a doubt. This man has lost his everlasting mind. He's not functioning. To get rid of that Osteen file, he'll try to start 4 or 5 war. I'm telling you, that man ain't what that man say here, and whatever it is. But he say, but we know for a fact you got 34 felonies. So suppose somebody come over and get you and put you on the trial the next day. Come on, man. This a rogue, man. Did y'all see this on national TV? The puppet and the puppeteer. The man is a puppet. He's a robot. He's being led by the devil. So, you know, y'all seen it? Anybody over here? Let's see. Every time I see him on anything, I'm still shocked that he is the president. That's from Miss B13. Thank you, B1130. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for speaking the way y'all speaking. This has been the best night for speakers. I mean, by 10 of y'all done spoke. And y'all spoke wisely about this situation. So I'm so glad that y'all see it. We see it. He has to be moved. I don't understand why he in a state of mercy and got him out of there. But if y'all don't go, I will. So it should be a state of emergency. The man is gone. He's mentally gone. He needs a psychosocial assessment and a Dianetic. He's gone. You go in somebody else's country because you want their heart? Catherine. Miss Catherine.
Yes, sir.
Let's do something else. People see this crazy stuff. Show them this is my movie, ladies and gentlemen. The Redemption of the American Gangster by Johnny Bidner and Martin Reed Preston. This is just some of the clips. Show them some of your work. Yeah, boy, this is crazy. Who else we got here? Okay, Jennifer Everson. Okay.
Fam, I'm gonna cue up the video real quick, but I want to thank y'all again for coming out and joining us tonight. I know we're on a little bit later than we usually are, but we appreciate your support as always.
Yeah, I can't believe all these people came this time of night. They on there, man. They on there deep. I almost got 100.
That's amazing.
Yes, only God. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, she looking for the clip to show what we're going, what we're doing. But again,
You want to tell them who all is featured in the clip and what was the motivation behind it?
you do it.
Okay, so your minister likes to give me really tough challenges, and sometimes they make me grow. They make me grow, go places I don't typically take my talents. But he asked me to put together a video showing his interaction with Bobby and Whitney. So for those of you who don't know, he was a marriage counselor, a counselor type for Bobby and Whitney back in the day, and through the Nation of Islam. So he got a chance to work with them, and Whitney became very close with the minister and actually wanted him to come back for her. And because of his loyalty to Bobby, he did not go back. And yeah, that may have cost him a little bit of money. You want to tell him about that part?
Lost over $20 million. The philanthropist brings $100 million a year. I think she had Angel something, and she had already done hers. So Whitney thought enough of me. So I went and bought 40 acres and got it. And I was going to buy it. I already had 17 acres here in Houston on Kickapoo and Megastat. Right next to it was 105 acres. I was buying that. So I had 122 acres here and 40 acres there, girls and boy home. That's what I was doing. Now, I wish I'd have went back and got Whitney. And if I did, she'd be alive. And her mother said she don't give a hell what nobody say. When Mr. Bond and Johnny came, my daughter got off drugs. I don't know what he did, but sir, please come back. So if I'd have went back and got Miss Whitney Houston, she'd be alive, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm kind of forward in that. I didn't want to fight Bobby. He was in my room, but I should have called a captain if I know the emergency of this, but I didn't. But again, God is great. I'm glad God have used me. I have a lot of favor. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. So again, she's finna show the movie with Dougie Fresh, Nita Baker, Charlie Wilson Gap Band. So she's showing all of that. She gonna take it to you. Show when I pull the one on tour with Nita Baker and show you any other time I'd have stood up to Bobby like you seen that. He snuck that in while my hand was open to go to the restaurant. So again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. No further ado. I think we have a great clip from the movie.
Swinging behind him in perfect rhythm. She came from the south where the concrete cracked, where the hustle learned fast and they never looked back. Johnny with the same sound, my shop, no stress. Lift the look back to a king, whole city stands back. Yeah, Johnny walked through the block, the lens is low, making him look larger than life. Lab lined up, everybody not innocent. Gold chain heavy like the way hurt. Bad car, bad night, lights on it. I ain't even break a sweat. Money so long, got the bankers breaking necks. Johnny spend the whole city show respect. I don't brag, I don't talk, I just cash every check. $300 million move like gold in the mist. That king current legend, now my life is rich. Came from the bottom where the struggle got grit. Now it's penthouse views and they still can't tell me. 300 damn sitting quiet like they meditate. Went from ramen on the soda locker on the golden plate. Feds try to stop me too late, I elevate. Turn pressure in the diamonds back by the DNA. Jet black coupe with the sea blood red. Money cleaner than a thought, running through their head. I ain't have to sell dreams, I be stacked instead. Now the Forbes list looking like my daily bread. Back then they laugh, now they whistle with it. I made them disappear like smoke in a rift. Whole hood shit when they see me appear. 300 mil wave, you can drop that in here. 300 million dollars, I ain't even break a sweat. Money so long, got the bankers breaking necks. Johnny stealing for whole city so respect. I don't brag, I don't talk, I just cash every check. Can't go they drink, but the hustle stay dirty. On King grinding since I woke up at 6:30. Nobody gave nothing, I got mine early. Now I still in T, why the stock rise 30. Boss moves only I don't have, got a side 300 mil later and I still don't hide. Still Johnny from the block with the pride in my they tried to bury him, but God don't let us see. Stay underground first. The king was coming back home. 40 years on the paper, 10 years in the cave. Steel bars humming while he prayed through the rave. Concrete floor cold, he turned pain into flame. Carved his whole destiny by remembering his name. Mama cried heavy when they said he wouldn't rise, but the street got quiet when they saw his lying eyes. From the gutter to the gate, he walks out with a vision. Man on a mission, soul in transition. He ain't who he was, he's who God revealed. Took the blood off his past, turned it right into guilt. Nah, in the purpose, in the fire, in the steel. Now the whole damn world got a feeling for real. He wore a crown, made of concrete, walked through hell with no defeat. Came back putting in like prophecy.
And we're back, fam. I hope you enjoyed that little slice of history. And yeah, so look forward to more clips and how we conceptualize how the movie will look and feel with the music. And yeah, be in prayer with us and for us as we're out analyzing deals and just trying to find the right creative fit to make this vision possible. It's a huge vision. Blessing to be a part of it. So we're going to go ahead and close it out for the night. Again, thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it as always. We are making some changes because we love y'all. We want y'all to stick with us. It's only been 5 months, I think. 3 million views in 5 months, man. We're on and popping. I'm so happy. So thank you for joining us, y'all. Stay tuned. We have other shows coming up soon. Hit that notification bell and just look for us when we go live, and always catch us on the replay. So if there is nothing, I don't see any comments out there. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all have a nice, peaceful night. Be safe travels in the morning on your way to work. Take the kids to school. So love you and peace.
Listen to me. Yeah.